Code?
Good.
So.
How did it feel when you started the year?
Well, I was really sad because I just put my one horse down. And I think, mainly Anna was wanting another horse after what happened with Sailor the previous year. So I had toyed with the idea of like, it'd be nice if I got a little baby too. So we had spent a really long time, I think like 4 months almost, looking for something within our price range because we PO.
Amen.
So finding anything under $2,000 that was decent was really hard. But luckily, I think I had made a comment or a post on a page, and a lady named Michelle made a comment saying she had 2 available, and it ended up being Fern and Denali. They looked like dog-esque. Like the pictures she sent were not great. I was like, whatever. It's in the price range, whatever.
Yeah.
So we went to go look at him. I couldn't touch Fern. She had been completely unhandled. She was bought by Michelle as like a 6-month-old, 6 or 8-month-old. Turned out in pasture right away, completely unhandled. So I wasn't able to touch her at all. I handled Denali because he was a little bit more tame and able to be touched. So I based my purchase completely off of Denali. And he was just such a smart horse. He still is. So smart. But they were both ugly. Ugly. So the more brought them back, Fern, I think it took like 15 to 20 minutes for them to get a halter on her once we loaded her in the trailer. So we had the halter on her, brought her to the barn. I was like, once I get a halter on, she'll be fine. So I tried to lead her out of the trailer. That wasn't working. She was just not wanting to come out at all. So I tried to add a little pressure on the outside. Mistake. She just bolted and dragged me all the way to the arena. Got almost tangled up in table and chairs. I was able to grab the rope again, bolted again, took off, let go. Pat was like, smart. I was like, I'm gonna get this horse. Thank God Pat was there. She was like, let's just herd her into the arena because it was like 8 or 9 at night. And she's like,
in the winter time, right? So
December.
Dark.
Yeah. So she's like, let's just, herd her into the corral and she'll be confined. I was like, all right, fine. So did that, and it took about 2 weeks of me going out there twice a day before I was able to touch her. And then I just worked with her more and more. And it's been a great experience.
Yeah.
Because and that night I called Devin crying, being like, I made the biggest mistake because I had never dealt with a horse like that. I was like, this is awful. I don't know what I'm doing. This is gonna, what if we don't bond? Because I didn't know if we would like each other. I've never gotten along with mares at all. So it was really stressful. So fast forward, started working with her. She's been a rock star, very patient with me, and the best learning experience for me because she's been patient along with my mistakes and things. I'm like, I should do that differently. She's been amazing. Started riding her, brought her to some shows, just exposure. Then started riding. I'm like, I'll get her rated. I was like, I'm not taking her to state. And I got 5 shows on her. I was like, whatever, I'll just bring her. So luckily she handled, I was more concerned with Hot Shot because she's chill. Hot Shot's more high maintenance. So I was like, I didn't even ride her until the first day of competition, and she was just a rock star.
She was.
So chill.
Not much phases her.
So lucky.
In a good way. Not much phases her.
Well, even in a bad way, it takes a lot to get her going.
Yeah. She does. She likes you to look at. She's like, look at me.
Pretty.
Like I'm
She's
pretty.
a
I'm
little
blonde. I'm like,
She's
hey.
a Western pleasure lady.
But I don't think I've ever seen her spook.
She has spooked, but it's not been bad.
Yeah. If it is I feel like if it is that I've seen, it's so subtle you don't notice it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But she also will do anything you ask her.
Yeah.
Like,
after you talk her into it.
but like, well, and I think again, it's probably more like
The
outsiders looking in.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
she doesn't show it as much as maybe you feel it.
Or it's like I challenge her more, like I get her solid on something and then I challenge her for something else,
Yeah.
and then it takes me a while to get her willing to do it.
And that's like the behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah. Well, and you've ridden her.
I did get to ride her once. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
but
just at a trot too.
she just, I mean, she seemed like she just was like, okay, tell me what to do. Is she lazy? Yeah, but she's not crazy, so that's a win.
I know. I'm like, I would rather push a horse than pull one back.
Always, always,
So-
always.
But she, and I was completely not expecting it, but she won a buckle.
She did.
I was like, oh, we're just hanging out, loping along.
Because you didn't even ride her in closing ceremony. You're like, oh no, I'm not going to get anything
yeah, I'm
on
like,
her.
I'm not gonna get her tucked up.
I'll ride Hot Shot. And then they say, oh yeah, Cody and Fern. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
That was a great surprise.
In the midst of words of, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah,
on her.
literally, they're like, oh, you go get ready. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna put Cody on my out. I'm like, what the heck?
Yes.
But, so that was a cool surprise. And then Hot Shot, he's been a struggle. I mean, he's always a struggle all year. I've struggled on trying to stay consistent riding him with running a business, cleaning stalls, working with Fern. So it's been, I mean, it's a good struggle to be in,
Yeah.
trying to train a horse and then keep one in shape. So
It humbles you, that's for sure.
it was so hard. And then, yeah, dealing with 2 horses per show with,
And 2 very different horses at that. That's hard.
yeah, Hot Shot is extremely buddy sour, but luckily not in an awful way.
No, he's
Like-
not gonna like hurt you or anything. It's
No.
just sometimes more annoying.
He just calls a lot.
Yes.
Is very fixated on where that horse is. He's not gonna try to buck you off to go get it or anything, thank God.
Yes.
But it's still extremely obnoxious to deal with. But
Well, it's funny because sometimes it's more of a warm up on him than Baby Fern. To get him to,
Focus.
yeah.
yeah. But he was awesome this year. I don't think I had anything, and I was so funny. The closer we're getting to state, I'm like, oh, he hasn't hurt himself, because every single year he will hurt himself. But
You're so cute.
he did not hurt himself all year until right before state, a week and a half before state. I don't know what he did. He had like lines across his chest. He was super sore. His pecs were just messed up. I don't know what happened, but I mean, luckily he worked out of it. I brought him to the vet when I had his feet done. They ultrasounded just to make sure there was like no tears or anything, and they gave me the clear to ride him. I mean, I feel like he didn't work as much as he did the last year, and I don't know if that's because I wasn't able to get him in as good a shape as he was the last
Or
year.
was it a mental block? Thinking, because
Or both.
just got hurt.
Or both.
Well, I wasn't concerned about him being hurt, but it could have been a mental block trying to go back and forth between the 2 horses.
Yeah.
When you're in a big gap like that, from 3 to 7, it's hard because I know that one year when I did 2 to 6, I told myself I'll never do that again. They have to be at least a division or 2 apart because it's so stressful.
Yeah.
Like it's just you never got to hang out during
No.
the day. You know, I mean, like by the time, because we all rode within what, 15 people,
15 riders.
and it was like as soon as we were done, we'd all go and talk to boys, but then we'd go work and you'd have to go get Fern. So like we didn't get to hang, like we all didn't get to hang
But
out.
then I still had like a solid hour
Yeah,
before
in
I even
between.
rode on Fern.
but it wasn't like enough time
No,
to
to
go
do
do
anything.
something else.
No.
You know, because
Like you couldn't run up and go eat, or you couldn't
Right.
go take a shower.
No.
Like you couldn't do anything.
No, thank God Devin was there, because he was an absolute angel. He, like, I would go down at like 5 in the morning, give them their grain, hand walk them, feed them, go back up, get ready, come back down, and after I came down, Devin would come down and bring me food, bring me coffee.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he would check on me for lunch, but he would have dinner ready. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, when you coming up, I have to, like, got dinner. If it wasn't
But I feel like we don't eat when we ride though.
well, I don't want to, because I don't.
No, I think, and plus too, it's also a social thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, okay. Like at shows, you know kind of where you are. There's less people, so
Yeah,
like you
you
kind of
run
can
through it
gauge your
quicker.
timing better. Right. And we're not two arenas. And so I think that makes a huge difference because you say, okay, we have an hour lunch break. So in that hour, the hour
Nobody's
starts
running.
when the last rider goes
Yeah.
to the first rider. So you know. But at state, there's no break. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a break, but it's not like a designated break.
Well, it's a break because, you know, you're going from one arena to the other, or, okay, now we're done with this one.
And
wait.
one thing that I think that state lacks that I wish that they would change would be the upper arena needs to inform you in the upper arena
What
where the
rider,
lower
yeah.
arena is, and the lower arena needs to inform you where that is, because people like you who rode 2 horses this year, you're like, oh hey, what is it? Let me text this person, let me call this person, let me do this. And I feel like it's not hard.
It's like every 20 riders just update.
Just update. Just say, hey, look, like, we're on 30 in the lower and 100 in the upper or whatever. And like, okay, we just had an accident down here, so this is going to take some time
Yeah.
to get right. And it's again, it's more for, you know, there's been times where like, for us on our faster horses, you rode Hot Shot twice before you get to ride Fern.
Right.
And it was like, okay, cool, you're done on Hot Shot, but then you go to do your 3rd round on Hot Shot, but now you're all setting up on Fern, and it's like, you wouldn't know
Or,
unless we didn't have a friend there.
or even the year before when Anna was running, she was in Division 5, and it's like, we're running, okay, I want to make sure I can go see Anna's run. So it's just,
I mean, it's a very easy communication,
yeah.
and it
Well, especially they have walkies and stuff.
lacks
I think.
majorly.
Yeah.
Like, and I think on Saturdays we
I
need
think
to
that would
run
just
both
help
events in the big
everybody.
arena.
Well, and I think this year too, like they didn't communicate that they were starting early in the one arena.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was not good because it was skill barrels, I
Mhm.
think.
No.
Poles.
Pole.
It might have been
No.
full. We only ran down there 4
Well,
times.
it was only quadrangle, poles, and skill, and single.
I think it was
I
skill.
think it was poles.
I think it
Well,
was
one
poles.
of
I think
them,
it was poles.
it was poles because it was in the morning.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to start at 10:30 and they started at 10. And
Yeah.
the only reason I knew is because Alexis was getting ready. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, they said they're about to start. And I'm like, it's not.
And we weren't even saddled.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I know me specifically. By the time I got down there, I got to trot one warm up lap and I was up.
Well, good thing it was poles then.
Yeah. But it's more like I don't feel like we need to warm our horses up because they're bad. It's more just we need to warm them up so
Their
they have
muscles.
muscles, you know? And
They're
it's
loose.
some people take it more serious than others. And I feel like us specifically, we like to loosen our horses. I did not get to stretch Hank before poles. I didn't get to do anything that I normally do because we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, and then before they said, oh, we're going to start at this time, but then they were like,
It
oh,
was 30 minutes later.
here, get ready, right. And I know you can't help it and stuff, but like the communication does need to be there. And I know like I've also gone very few barrel races, and I think the reason why I'm more into gymkhana than barrel racing is the social aspect, and also I enjoy running more than once. And you know, driving X amount, specifically me. Like I don't want to
For
drive
one
2
run.
hours for one run. Like
Yeah.
I want to go and be there and
Okay.
hang out. Some people don't like that, and to each their own. That's cool. But what's nice is like they have a lot of places run on Saddlebook,
Yeah.
so you can look and say, okay, hey, look, they're on number 50.
Yeah.
I'm number 80, so I know I need to get ready
That would
here.
be cool if they did have some kind of app or something that.
Or
you
like a
can
feed
see.
on Facebook that somebody updated, like, hey, it's 10:15, we're on number 4 here, number 5 here.
Yeah.
And even if there is an accident, God forbid, or if there's a tractor malfunction or whatever, like at least you kind of have a rough estimate, because not one time during the whole state did I hear this arena say that they were there on this arena.
And I feel like they did it the last year.
I swear, I thought they did
I don't
it
remember.
used to before,
Yeah.
because they would announce we're on this number down at the bottom arena.
Yeah, they did last year. They kind of slipped it this year.
I think that's one thing that for sure should change.
Even if it would be cool if there was a Facebook group, because then people could post to it being like, oh, here's an accident that happened, or oh, this horse is loose, or.
And it's simply just for the fact of, it makes the show run smoother, and it makes, people more aware of what's going on. Like, there were luckily only a few that I know of minor accidents.
Right.
Yeah.
No one got seriously hurt, which was great. But, I still think that, yes, it should be, said. And, like, apparently there was, like, some massage chiropractor person there. And, Tim was the farrier. But if you don't know that, then you don't know that.
Yeah.
So if you post on there, hey, guess what? The massage gal is going to be up at booth 4. Tim is in barn whatever if you need him. Here's their numbers, kind of a thing. Like, it helps them, but it also helps us.
Yeah.
Because it's, oh, where is he? Where is she? Where's this? Where's that? And I think, like, something like that could be beneficial for us for next year.
So how was, like, you running 2 horses? Like, how did that affect your state this year?
I feel like I wasn't happy. Like, I was happy that I was able to run 2 horses, but like I felt like I was missing out with Fern because like I wasn't riding with any of my friends. Like, I've got friends within the region and I talk to people, but it wasn't the same as like us warming up the boys and stuff.
Right.
So I just felt like really lonely.
Like, do you feel like you would never do it for that gap again? Like, let's say this year or next year, 26, Fern got to 3 or 4. Would you ride them both again?
Oh yeah. Or
but if she stayed in 7, which she won't, but if she stayed in 7, would you bring her again?
If like you guys were on your babies and your girls and you were in those low divisions, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Or if Anna's able to bring Denali next year and we're all in like the low divisions with the babies and the girls, then yes, I would be like, I would feel like
better,
happier to do it. Like, I wasn't unhappy doing it, but I just felt like after the boys, and then I would go to ride Fern, I was just like,
Oh, I think because like we're good at uplifting each other, and I think that that's a lot of things that a lot of people lack is
all
like they don't have their
pep talks and all our like things we do before our
Dr.
runs
Pepper at 7 a.m. at state and things like that. Like, but it seems so minute, but I feel like it is kind of what keeps us going. Like, I think that.
Well, like I know for like me and Cody especially, not to exclude you, but
fine.
Like how we do our hand holding, like our good juju, like let's get this going, or like I feel like this year it lacked. And like before it was like, okay, now go get this, or okay, go get that,
right? Or
now it's your turn to go do this to beat me. And like I liked when they put us back to back because we were able to like high five each other going in and out of the gate.
Agreed.
And like I feel like it's just those little things that get us all like
amped up.
Well, because at state they don't have you do that. You can't go in and out at the same time. And I think I agree. I think that did put a damper because I know, riding at shows, like Jim and I usually were pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
And we would always high five. And I feel like that was just kind of like our thing. Like that's just what we did. And I loved it, because like you say, it just kind of helps.
Gets you pumped.
Kind of helps get you out of the I'm going to piss my pants thing. Like it kind of, it pumps you. Like it helps, like it's very like family oriented, and I think that's like why we're blessed with our region is because we do truly have like
want each other to do good.
Absolutely. And everybody cheers for each other. I mean, even Lisa Bragg, who has been a top Division I rider for years, she did have to step down and start a baby.
That she got to 3.
As she did. But when she started, she was just as supportive being a 7 rider as she was being a 1 rider, and I feel like a lot of people lack that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes our family so amazing.
Yeah.
Is like we all support each other, and it's like I remember one time you had a friend go to a show and I was riding G and we had a trotting race. who could trot the fastest. And it seems very stupid in a speed event, but it was fun. Yeah. It was very fun because you made light out of a situation that was like, yeah, we're supposed to be over here running.
Trotting's not so much fun, but
right.
Now that you make it a race,
You need to run an 18 or 19 in barrels, and we're like, yeah, we cracked a 40, you know, and it was like, it was fun. Like, I think that that's important, and I think also going to state, sometimes I think it's like a size up competition. That's not in our family, and I think that
well, and I feel
sucks.
like our family, especially being like 1/3 of the show,
right?
Like they were all so much supportive, but at the same time, it was just like different this year because I feel like we said before, that it's so drama filled this year.
And I think it was just a normal show for us.
Yeah.
Because like we made up, I mean in Division 2 we had 10 girls, sorry Jim, we had nine girls, 1 guy in Division 2, and 7 of us were from Region 4.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a normal show. Like it wasn't really, we knew kind of, I mean, and we all excelled and didn't excel in areas that we thought we would and wouldn't, and that was cool. But it was like, you know, you were up against 3 other people, and it was great. I mean, Becky beyond deserved winning too. She's an OG, but like, you know, it was just, I don't know, maybe we didn't hype it up as much as we should have. Because even for you guys in 3, how many did you guys have? 18?
There were so many.
And then
19, people bumped in.
Yeah.
18, 18 or 19 at the end. I think it was 18 because we started with 17.
Oh.
And
1 came in 2, and then 2 went into 3.
Yeah. So it ended up being 18, I think, at the end.
And about half of them were Region 4.
Yeah, there was only like 6 people that weren't Region 4.
Right. And I mean, it's cool, but it's also just sad that I know specifically myself, I've been to state competing in a division for probably like 34 years. I started riding by myself in a division maybe when I was 5 or 6. I don't remember. But I remember that there was, first off, when I very first started riding, you only got awarded 1st and 2nd. Oh. You were SOL if you got anything after. And then it went to top 5. Still wasn't all buckles though. And then it went buckles to top 5. And then now it's to top 10. And if I'm being completely honest, in 2, again, there was 10 of us. So no matter what, you were going to win a buckle. And I think that
it was like unmotivating.
It was a little bit unmotivating because you really didn't have to try to win something. And for me, you know, not placing as well as I would have liked to have, it's not overly rewarding, you know? Like I had a goal to make top 5 and it didn't happen, and that's okay. Your goals don't always happen when you want them to, but it was a little bit disheartening, you know, because it was kind of like, oh, okay. Well, I won something, but kind of like, yeah.
But I also feel like we are too hard on ourselves at state.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where we have one bad run and then we're like, well, we're out of it.
Yes.
That's it. And then
Agreed.
it kind of ruins the rest of the show.
Agreed. I mean, I mean, okay, here's a good example. In Division 2, I ran a 10-1 in single stake and a 19-2 in barrels. Those are pretty strong Division 2 times. And I placed very near the end with both of them.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, that sucks. And my worst class, poles,
You did the best.
I ran a 14 and I placed the highest in that one. A 14 in poles 1 is not very good for Division 2.
Yeah.
But people do their things, and it was like, that just shows you kind of like,
You can't predict it.
Nope.
People can off course and still do better than you.
Absolutely. I mean, and it happened in my division. There was, you know, there was a person that is strong, very strong, and an unforeseen thing happened in an event, and she placed like 2 or 3 places higher than me, but she was stronger in the other ones, and I mean, very well deserving of it, absolutely. But it just goes to show you, That even a mistake that you think can ruin everything doesn't.
Yeah.
You know?
In the end, the points matter.
It is the points, because first place is 20 and second place goes down to 16. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's huge. 4 points is huge, especially the lesser people in your division.
Yeah.
The less people, the worse it is. Because in Division 1, there's 2 people, and those 2 girls worked their asses off. But because it's just 2,
Back and forth.
that's a 4-point difference between first and second.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I mean, when you have, 20 people, it's a little easier.
Well, especially if you're running consistently either high to middle. Like if you place second to in half of the events, you're probably going to get first, because a lot of the other people are placing first, if they're lucky, 5th, 6th.
Yep.
It's like if I looked at my overall placings and I was all over the board, but I still came out 6th.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, it just goes to show you. I mean, yeah, it is the point system that does it, and clean, consistent runs are what does it. And and too, Becky McCorkle has worked her ass off, and she has an OG hell of a horse. And honestly, I mean, she is the most deserving of it. I mean, I rode with her my whole life. I don't remember ever not being there and her not being there. And she ran clean. And it just shows, because she had said, which is great advice, Pepsi will be 24 or 25 in February. I can't remember which one. And she said last year, I think, was her first time in 10 years that she didn't hit a jump. And she said because she went out and gathered cattle in deep brush and big logs, and it forced him to pick up his feet, and she didn't hit. And this year, she said she had some of her students riding her horses over heavier poles, so when they hit it, they felt it, and he picked his feet up, and she had another clean run. At this horse being like 24 years old. I mean, they say you can't teach old dogs new tricks, but there's something to be said there. It's the conditioning, because I feel specifically myself, 2 years ago winning reserve at state, I had a clean show. I didn't hit anything. And I was battling with Olivia, who, her horse is a beast. I mean, that horse is a beast, and I was proud to take second to her. But I think I did more conditioning. I did more hills here at home.
Well, we did almost every single show.
Yep. And I worked. I worked for it. I kept up with my horse. But I think the difference between then and now is I got lazy this year, because I was so focused on so many client horses. But I also, with Hank, we were too spread out that I didn't have to keep him in shape the whole year. Like, I was like, oh, we don't have a show for 2 months. I'll give him a month off. And I think that was not good. I mean, as Kaiser Permanente says, if you rest, you rest. And I do believe that there is some truth to that. I think that you need to keep them going. And I think for next year, my goal is going to be, once you start it, you got to finish it. And you can't take breaks.
I feel like that's why I feel like Hot Shot wasn't running as good as I know he could. Because the year before, Ian and I were doing nothing but trails almost every single day.
Agreed.
And I did the same exact thing this year, where I'm like, oh, we don't have a show, it's fine. I'll get him in shape a couple weeks, a month. And I feel like, not saying he wasn't working, but like I feel like we weren't at our potential.
But I don't think it was just them, and I think you, Amanda, could agree to what we're saying as well too.
Yeah, and I feel like Buddy getting hurt like a month before state, like it only gave me a 2-week window to get him in shape enough for state.
Well, and I feel like we also didn't ride as much.
No, I agree, we didn't.
Because you changed barns.
Yep.
Changed barns, and then I got
little, so you spent a lot of time, and you started riding her, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So I feel like because we got our second horses last year, is we kind of put the boys on the back burner.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like, I'll speak for myself, and if you agree, you agree, but like, you kind of take them for granted because you just think they always pull through for us.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is they pull through for what they can. And I think that I did not do Hank as much justice this year as I have in the past.
I agree.
Well, and I feel like when we started the season, like I feel like Buddy was more strong because I was doing more work with him instead of Little. Like,
well, and we were excited coming out of winter. We're like, like, let's go, and then, things changed for all of us in different ways, and we kind of just, I do think I took him a little bit for granted, and I think that that's a hard pill to swallow, and we expect so much out of these horses, and I want to say we're realistic about it, but then it's like, we really can't be mad when we don't get the results. And I'm not mad.
Yeah, I agree.
I 100% blame myself.
Yeah.
Because he can't do it on his own, and I can't do it on my own. And I feel like I got a little lazy.
I was for sure lazy.
And I know that earlier today, Amanda and I were looking at photos that Shiana and Becky took, and I can't think of one photo that I took that I wasn't behind my horse. Like coming out of a turn.
Yeah.
Getting into it, perfect. Coming out, too late. And I think that, like, again, we have our horses so in tune with us and like our bodies, but we don't follow through with it. That's my error. I don't follow through with it with him.
I feel like maybe us riding the babies will help us get a little bit better of keeping up with them.
Yeah,
because
we have to.
Yeah, because the babies, they're gonna be more like, okay, let's go.
Well, and you gotta be.
Well, not to be in a bad way, but Fernie's a little bit different.
Well, you've been able to put a lot more time into Fern too. You've been able
but
to.
You still have to like get her going, so it still puts you to where you're ahead of her just a little bit more.
And I don't think G is going to. I don't think G is gonna put me there because she's chill. She's just gonna do what you ask her to do. Swagger, on the other hand, he's 1.5 years. When I ride him in spring, he's gonna be a 2-year-old, and it's not gonna be probably just let your reins and go. It's gonna kind of be you gotta you don't know,
Also, Hank has changed the way he's run. He doesn't drift around a barrel anymore.
No, and that's
probably why your timing is not there.
Way off. It's way off because he's. And I think last year, I think for us, going to LA was a mistake in the sense of vibes. Like, we came home for 10 days and then we left again. Like, it was not a great experience for us all.
Well, it wasn't
Ish.
great ground. The setup for camping wasn't ideal. The hospitality wasn't necessarily there as far as like the vibes from the competitors or the people a part of the show.
It was definitely not what we thought it was.
It was a downer.
And we had run like 12 shows prior to that. We were go, but I kind of think if we would have skipped LA, it would have been better for state. But it was, let's unpack to pack.
Yeah.
And that kind of threw a wrench in it. But I also think our horses were in much better shape then. And I believe that that's, a factor in how they run.
Yeah.
And, me specifically, I did have Hank in better shape. I love my farrier because he has done wonders with Hank. And I am grateful for Tiffany for working on him because she's done things for him that I didn't know how to do, and I think it helped. But yes, his style is different, and I know like he's 14 this year. They can change, they can change. Look at Pepsi. That's a good example. 24, and she changed her routines, and at 22 or whatever, he started not hitting jumps.
Yeah.
So it's, I think it's all in how we condition, and if we're gonna do it, we can't be lazy. I think we've all been lazy at some point this year because we've had way too long